Stampers, this is Dawn from DawnStampingThoughts.net, and today we're going to make the Dutch fold card. Isn't it cute? I seen Beata's version of the Dutch fold card. Then I also got the idea for this card from Faithfully Creations. I don't know her name, but she has a video out there, and her card was super cute. So we're just going to go ahead and make it with the Stampin' Up goodies. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we're going to use a lot of pieces. Let's start with the Whisper White piece. This is the base, and this is cut at 7 1/8 by 8. And then the inside panels, this is the Whisper White. This is cut at 3 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then the basic black is cut at 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. Then you have the top flap. The designer paper is cut at 1 7/8 by 3 1/2. And then the basic black is cut at 2 1/8 by 3 3/4. I'll layer together. Okay, so then for the layers for the two doors at the bottom of the card, the basic black, let me get that out here. The basic black is cut at 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. And then the designer paper is cut at 1 1/2 by 2. And I'm using the Sweet Taffy designer paper, so you're also going to need 2 of those. Then for the front of the card here, this little triangle here, it's actually a square, and this is cut at 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square. And then I'm using a strip of Tempting Turquoise. This is cut at 3/4 inches wide, and we're just going to go ahead and flag that right now. So I got the 1 inch square punch, and I'm just going to flag the end just like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and add these layers together. Okay, so our pieces are all layered together. Now let's make the base of the card. I'm going to use my Stampin' Trimmer, but you can use the Simply Scored. So remember, this piece is cut at 7 1/8 by 8 inches, and you're going to run this across, let me see here. This is the 8-inch side across the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to score this at 2 inches and 6. Okay, then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score this at 2 3/8. So it's the 3/8 is 1, 2, 3. It's the 8th mark right before 2 1/2. Okay, right there. Score that. Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to score it again at 2 3/8. But we're going to do it slightly different this time. We're going to score. We're going to skip over the center part of the card. So we're just going to score the outside edge right up to that score line. So you're going to score here, and then go up, and you're going to score here. Okay, I don't know if that's going to show up or not on the camera, but you're leaving this space empty with no score line. Okay, so now this section right where there's no score line in the middle, here, let me fold this over here. Okay, so this is going to be the top flap, right? Okay, so now we're going to cut. This is going to be your 2 bottom folds for your fold out here, your 2 doors. Okay, so you're going to cut from that score line up, and then from this score line up. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so then you have your doors here, so I'm just going to fold my doors over. Go in the folder here. And that's your card right there. Isn't that cute? All right, so now let's go ahead and decorate it. These are where these layers come in here. So let's put the inside in the card. two door panels. right, so now let's grab a few more pieces of cardstock and designer paper. This is the opposite side of the designer paper, the sweet taffy. We're going to cut a circle with this and also the black and the white. But before we punch them out with the Big Shot, we're going to go ahead and stamp. I'm going to grab the Memento ink. And this is the stamp set I'm going to use today. It's called Something Something, and we're going to use the Surprise. And then for the inside of the card, we're going to use It's Your Birthday, and it's from the Big New stamp set. Lots of greetings in there. I love that stamp set. All right, so let's stamp the Surprise first. And the reason I'm stamping it first before I cut it is because I want to position the Surprise at a particular area on my circle when I punch it out. Okay, so let's grab the Big Shot. So we're going to grab the circle framelits, and we're using the 5th and the 6th circle from the center. Okay, so I'm going to cut out the Surprise first. Use the smallest one, and remember when I said to cut it after you stamp, because I'm going to put the Surprise more up closer to the top. I don't know if you can see that. And we're just going to cut that out. Okay, and then I'm going to cut out the designer paper, the opposite side with the I believe it's the Tangerine Tango with the same size. I think this was the number 5. Okay, and then the next size up, number 6, we're going to cut out with the basic black. Okay, so let's move the Big Shot. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and layer. We're going to cut this circle here. Let me see. Here we're going to cut. And then we're going to layer this onto the Surprise layer here. Just like that. And then we're going to take the little banner here. We're going to put that right underneath the Surprise. So we're going to pop that up on dimensionals. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and punch out 6 stars with the Itty Bitty Shapes Accent Punch Pack. And I went ahead already and did that. I got 5 done already, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this one really quick. I'm just going to put a dimensional on the back of the stars. Okay, so then I'm going to put 3 on the front. Okay, so then this is going to get popped up on dimensionals on top of the black. I love dimensionals. Okay. Alright, then this is going to get popped up on the Melon Mambo. Just going to make it like a triangle there. Okay, so then on the back side of your Surprise, you're just going to put dimensionals along the top because this is going to be a flap. You don't want to seal it down. So put more dimensionals. Okay. And close your card. And then you're just going to position this right in the center like that. Isn't it cute? Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside. Get the Memento ink again. We're going to stamp It's Your Birthday. Super cute. Okay, and then I got the 3 remaining Dazzling Diamond stars. So I can just randomly put them on the inside of the card. And right there. Super cute. I love this card. Okay, so there's that one. And there's this one. And then I made also a different one with the same designer paper, but I just used the Rich Razzleberry with the polka dots. Cute, right? And then the stamp sets I used for the front on this one is the Garden Party for the Hooray for You, and then the Gorgeous Grunge for the background. But everything else was pretty much the same. Okay, Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you later. Bye.